So welcome, thanks for coming out to DevOpsDC. My name is Nathan Harvey, I'm the co-organizer for this group. How many of you, this is your first time at a DevOpsDC Meetup? All right. How many of you, this is your last time at a DevOps? All right. Sure. Depends on how the night goes, right? So the cool thing is, AddThis got us all set up last minute. We got 2 speakers last minute, and AddThis, thanks to Charlie, has hooked up this video camera, so we're streaming this live to the internet. So everybody say hi to the internet. Hi, internet. The problem with watching it on the internet is you don't get to drink my beer for free. You have to drink your own beer that you probably paid for.
Yeah.
All right. If you haven't guessed by now, here's the Wi-Fi info. It's also posted on the wall. And the next couple of slides, we'll have it on there also in case you're slow to type and I'm quick to click. Yes.
We have a question. Is that the camera?
That is the camera.
That is the camera. That's a tiny camera.
Yeah. Use my tripod.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it zooms around. It's not booming.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing that I'd love to do is show the people on the internet the camera, but it's hard to look at your own eyes, right, without a mirror. So too bad. No mirrors. So we're doing lightning talks tonight. This is the first time that I've tried this at a meetup group, and so we're going to see how it goes. I totally build this as an experiment for tonight. I have 2 sign-up sheets over there where people can sign up for meetup. Sign up for lightning talks. We'll pick 3 of the people that sign up. Right now, we will pick 3 of the 2 people that have signed up. So everybody who signed up gets to give a lightning talk. If you want to give a lightning talk, sign up. We'll do some voting on which lightning talks sound most interesting. Of course, if we only have 2, we don't need to do any voting. And then each speaker will get 5 minutes to present. And the lightning talks can be on any topic. It doesn't have to be technical at all, even. It might be something that's interesting for DevOps type folks. So the 2 that we have right now, there's one about using and automating Linux containers. So that's pretty awesome, right? And then there's one that I kind of stuffed in. It's an Ignite talk that I gave at DevOps Days out in California. And it's called DevOps with Me. And it's all about what it means to be a DevOps. So we'll do those 2 until some other people sign up. Yeah. Huge thanks to our sponsors. First of all, AddThis for the awesome location. And not only the awesome location, but 48 hours notice giving us the awesome location. So big round of applause to AddThis. And then Oxcode, where I work, bought the beer and the pizza. But AddThis provided the refrigerator in which to put the beer, which, frankly, I'm kind of not so happy about because I carted up the beer in a cooler, which meant that whatever beer wasn't consumed was going to be carted back home in said cooler. But now it's all in the fridge, so AddThis, you get to keep it all, and I don't have to carry any beer down to the car. I strongly recommend that you follow DevOpsDC on Twitter if you aren't already. Also, I'd love it if you have design skills and want to give us a better logo for our Twitter thing, which will benefit actually everyone in the group, because if you're looking at your Twitter stream and you see the little egg go by, you know that it's somebody who doesn't even care enough to put up an avatar, so you don't even read that tweet. Luckily for you, if you follow me, or maybe unluckily, I usually tweet both from my own account and from the DevOpsDC account, which you will hate if you follow both of us, because you're like, dude, I got it. But, yeah, so follow that. We now have over 500 members in this group. That's a pretty big accomplishment. In the last week, DevOpsDC crossed 500 members. So go. And it's great to see you all here tonight. I can't believe the size of this audience. Awesome. Who's going to Surge? Wrong answer. Everyone in here has to go to Surge. Surge is the best conference for the people that are interested in DevOps topics that will happen in this area. You don't have to get on a plane or a train. Well, you might. No, I don't think you can take a train out there. Nope. You will have to get in a car. But it's at National Harbor, coming up September 12th through the 13th. Use Meetup. We'll save you 10% off whatever the ticket price is right now. And the early bird prices were $400. Actually, I think that's a lie. I think it saves you $50, not 10%. One or the other. The early bird prices were $450. So for 2 days of awesome content for $400, you can't beat it. And the keynote is Gene Kranz. Anyone know who that is? Yeah, exactly. Right. So like Apollo 13, like, hey, we have a problem.
Houston.
Yeah, Houston, we have a problem. He's the dude on the ground that like managed the whole thing. Anyone interested in hearing what he has to say? Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's also awesome talks from Netflix and Joyant and a bunch of other people. And here's where it gets really cool. You can get free chef training, 2 days worth of chef training, Monday and Tuesday of that week. So Monday and Tuesday you go to chef training for free, and then Thursday, Friday you spend at the conference, and Wednesday you tell your boss that you're going to something else involved with the conference, and you just like tote around the city or whatever. It's totally awesome. So you get a full week of DevOps awesomeness. Here's the really cool thing about that chef training. List price is $1,000. So for the price of the conference, you can get free chef training that costs less than the chef training actually would cost you if you went to it. And the really cool thing about that chef training, guess who the instructor is? Right here, this guy. So that's going to be super awesome. Speaking of this guy and super awesome, you should totally follow or subscribe to the Food Fight Show. If you don't know this, number one, we have cute little stickers over there, and by cute I mean awesome stickers over there. Food Fight Show is the podcast where DevOps chefs do battle. We talk a lot about DevOps, a lot about chef. We don't actually fight a whole terribly lot. Tomorrow we're going to have an episode with Mitchell Hashimoto. Anybody know who that is? He's the dude who wrote Vagrant, but we're not going to talk about Vagrant tomorrow. Well, I'm sure it'll come up, but we're going to talk mostly about Packer, which is his new project, which is what you use Packer to build images that Vagrant can then use, or that can turn into AMIs that you can use on EC2 and do all kinds of awesome stuff with. So on the Food Fight Show, we always do our shows, and by always I mean usually, as Google Hangouts that we stream live to the interwebs. So tomorrow around like 1 o'clock, if you want to blow off an hour worth of work, you can tune in and watch the live stream, join us in IRC, ask your questions, we'll bring them in. Or you can watch the video after the fact or listen to the podcast after the fact. Usually the podcast, the audio version, usually takes a day or two, and then that's up there. There's also a newsletter for the Food Fight Show. If you're like totally into chef and food fight, you should totally subscribe to that. And you can follow me again on Twitter if you follow Food Fight Show. And with that, this is the point in the meetup where we pause. We don't go around the room and make you do individual introductions, but I will open up the floor to anyone who would like to mention that they're hiring or looking for work or going to or speaking at a conference. This is also where, forgive me, some of you said you were new, so I'm going to reuse the joke yet again. If you're here with your manager, the safety word tonight is pineapple. So if you want to not say that you're looking for work, but your manager is here, just stand up and say pineapple. Your manager won't understand what that means because that person is in management, but everyone else in the room will understand that it means that you're looking for work. So with that, I'm going to pause here and open up the floor. Yes.
So I was at the last DevOps meetup. My name is William Valdez. I work for a small healthcare analytics company in Georgetown called Pascal Metrics. We're hiring good systems people. If you guys are interested, I've got cards. Please hit me up.
Awesome. Who else? Come on, there are 500 of you in here. Someone else has something to say, I'm sure. Pineapple. Pineapple. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. DevOps meets every other month. So our next meeting will be October 8th. Right now, we need a location. So if you have a location or know of a good place or want to recommend some place, maybe I'll just talk to Charlie and we'll be back here. We have one talk already lined up. Robert Treat is going to come and give us this talk, Less Alarming Alerts, which is a talk that he's preparing for Velocity London. So you have a choice. You can go to London and go to Velocity, which would be super awesome, and go to Robert's talk there. Or you can just come to it here at DevOpsDC. But I'm looking for one more speaker. If you have a topic that you'd like to present on, let me know. Just grab me whenever. And or if you have a location, or if you're like, dude, it's called DevOpsDC. What are we doing in Virginia? You can argue with me. But you all are here in Virginia, so it's probably cool for you, right? It's the people that are there that are like, dude, move it to DC.